Hello everybody, this is just an update and that comes up after the video. Basically, here is my PS Vita library. And most of these are probably not going to release, some of these are probably not going to be released in the States, though as good as they are, but here is pretty much the PS Vita library. I have around 70% of the games released to date, and if there is anything on this one that some people, if any of you actually want to know about and get some feedback about, you can hit me up, because some of these, I know games are not cheap, and my recent acquirements was this one right here, Dragon's Crown, and most of these are hollow. I basically take them out and put it in a little, put the chips itself in a little box. So this is Dragon's Crown. This one's the one I was talking about in the video, how it's a beat 'em up, a throwback to the old Final Fights, Dungeons and Dragons. It's made by Atlas, so it's pretty decent. It's quite addicting, to be honest. But if actually I can make some suggestions. I mean, this is pretty much, if you want someone with a pretty decent library, I am probably it. Here is Senran Sakura, or Kagura. Basically, it's a fighting game. It's a fighting style game, except it's a strip fighting game. Basically, you pick you pick girls, and they fight, and every special move they make, clothing fall off, and you eventually, depending on the character, you can knock off somebody's panties. And don't worry about seeing full nudity. They actually put up some really stupid things, just like it's like something that censors the privates, basically, and it's hilarious. And don't get this unless you're 18 plus, but this is a really fun fighting game. I got One Piece Muso, one of my don't really like it. Sorry, One Piece fan. Don't really like it. It's an okay game. It's an okay game, but Muso, a bit too brainless for me. I don't really like all that much like Muso games. And if you hear that crack, don't worry about it. It's not too bad. There's nothing in there. Or is there? Nope, there's nothing in there. So, another game, Valhalla Knights. This one actually has a game in there. And don't worry about this. I already redeemed it, so you won't even have it. Okay, so Valhalla Knights, pretty decent game. I mean, this is the third installment. I played 1 and 2. Kind of short. A lot of farming, and they have a lot of jobs. And basically, what happens is you're a prisoner, and shit happens, and you level up, and you become this great warrior. Of course, every time you change jobs, you basically have to re-level from level 1 again. But you can have sub jobs, at least 2 sub jobs, which makes you reflect the stats, basically. Let's see, Metal Gear Solid, the HD edition. I think anybody who has the PS3 or PS2 will actually know what the game looks like. Okay, it's pretty fun. Unit 13, don't get it, pure crap. So this knocks these two out. So Unit 13, pure crap. Don't buy it. It's one of the first-person shooter for the PS Vita, and it's one of the worst shooter games I've ever played. Metal Gear Solid, good. Bad. Good. Good, bad, good, bad, bad. Okay. Which brings me to this. Lord of Apocalypse. Yes, it's a decent game. It's a lot like Monster Hunter. It's a Monster Hunter clone, basically. It's a Monster Hunter clone made by Square Enix. And unfortunately, I thought, you know, being a Monster Hunter clone, they would have a lot of updates, but no, they didn't do updates, so. And if you're ever, and I mean if you are a martyr and you're after a challenge for games, these two. The Ninja Gaiden series. Ninja Gaiden 1 Sigma Plus and Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus 2. I played this one up to like very hard, almost beat it. I ran out of time, just didn't want to play anymore, got bored, stopped playing. This thing kicked my ass. I know the original Ninja Gaiden, you know, from the NES and SNES days were things that just like, bleh, were the hardest games on earth, basically. And these are still holds true for it, but it holds true because of the enemy AI is so goddamn unbeatable half the time. So, really good game, but if you want to have a brainless, you know, brainless fighting, I wouldn't suggest this. These games are notoriously hard. Oh, well, my PS Vita, the black one that you saw, came with the Sangoku Musou, basically this one, Sangoku Musou Next. It was one of the release games. Basically, it's a Sangoku Musou with basically tap, 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 face tapping. It doesn't really have too much selling point. But Oboro Muramasa, pretty fun game. Really fun game, actually. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's you can pick two characters. One is the girl, one is the man, and basically you run around this linear fighting world, killing enemy monsters like killing Onis, and at the same time gaining swords. So each sword has different abilities. They break, but they will fix itself over time. And it's a really, really good game. It's a really, really good game if you want to spend some time, you know, fighting linear monsters. But very awesome game. And some of the dungeons are notoriously hard. Assassin's Creed Liberation. I think most of us already know what this game would look like. It didn't do too well, but still playable. Suffer some lag on the Vita. Quite a bit of lag, actually. I think it's due to the graphics and stuff, but it's okay. It's playable. For those with really, really good eyes, you will notice that I have repeats of one of the games, and it has to be Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Why do I have repeats? And if you, for the good keen-eyed, you will actually notice, oh no! Good thing there's no game in there. You would actually notice that the games actually have different cover. This one right here came from the limited edition PS Vita box. This one came from the retail. Basically, I bought this one first, and then I found a rare PS Vita box and I bought this one. The PS Vita I showed you wasn't the one. I'll probably show you it right now. I think I still have the box somewhere. Hold on. Oh my god, it's filled with dust. Yeah, but here it is. This is it. This is the limited edition. You can still fetch it. You can't really, it's really hard to get this one now. I mean, I have a lot of people who saw me playing with this one on the Metro, and they were just like, can I buy it off of you, please? And I was just like, no. So, definitely, probably the best-selling unit at the same time, also the most priciest now, used. Actually, I'll show you it right now. Let's see. Where are you, my baby? Oh. The unit itself is, well, as you can tell, I lost the top sticker, mainly due to the fact that I tried to apply it myself and it fell off. But what really mattered was this right here. This little thing right here. People see it, people know you have a limited edition. I know there are stickers of this, but this is not a sticker. There is a huge difference. The fake ones, the fake sticker ones, actually, it looks a lot lighter than this. This one is basically, I think they use the same style as what they do with cars. So it's engraved in there pretty much, and there's no way to tear it off. So let's back to the games. Let's see. I have Persona 4 Golden. Yes, right here, Persona 4. Good game. Don't know what's going on with Atlas as a relay. I think that, you know, the whole parent company stuff is messing them up a little bit. But Call of Duty, not the best game. Not the best game on the Vita. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. I got it the very first day it came out. Very disappointed. Not the best game. I guess it's a little bit fun, but not the best. Tales, I'm a huge Tales fan. Tales of Hearts are, it's basically a remake. Uncharted, yes, this one also came with my Vita. It was really fun, really fun. You should definitely play this if you actually have a Vita. Gundam Seed, Gundam Seed. Basically, it's Gundam Seed, Battle Destiny, on the Vita. It's not much difference from the PS2. Speaking of mecha, Danbao Senki. W. It's basically, you build your own robot and then you fight them. They're miniature robots and you fight them. Really fun. It's got an anime series, but never got into it. But the game was really fun, so I might actually do a gameplay on this later on if anybody wants it. Isa, YS or Is Celceta, another good game, but it took too long for me to level and I just gave up on it. Really fun game. Soul Sacrifice, Monster Hunter clone, blah blah blah, yada yada, like a God Eater. Really, really good game. Get it. Get it. Get it now. Remember, it's 18X. 18 plus. There's no nudity, it's just, oh, there is nudity. You can see the breast of a big giant turkey. DJ Max Technica Tune. One of my favorite games. Why? Because it's just like the arcade. It's like, okay. So Gravity Rush or Gravity Burst, depending on the country that you got this from. This one's the Chinese version. It's, well, I guess in the States have it, so I'm not gonna go into too much about it. But EDF, Earth Defense Force Portable 3. Fun game. Kind of sad that you have to get up to, you have to get the normal soldier up to like, to the end, finishing the game before you can get the Hell Wing. And I lost my old save, so I had to do that all over again. It was horrible. And this one, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's a dungeon crawler. You lose durability every time you walk, and pretty fun game, but not for me. And why is your hair? Okay. So that's pretty much my library. I don't know if there's anything else to say. I mean, if you're looking for good games on PS Vita, I pretty much have most of them. And if you're ever thinking of imports, I usually get these games like slightly earlier than most people, so you can always ask me. But overall, for the people who said, you know, the PS Vita really lacked game, they are quite right. But at the same time, I can't finish all these games. I can't finish all of these games because I keep getting them. So I'm on a game freeze because I haven't played as much games lately, and this year I'm only getting 2 more games, and one is Gundam Breaker, the other one God Eater 2. And let's hope nothing comes up that, you know, that just makes me want to buy it. So I guess this is the end. I'll see you all a little later, and I'm gonna have to clean this up. Yeah. There we go.